Welcome back, survivors. Disturbed Z here, and we are back in Timberborn. Alright, guys, so we've got some stuff that we're going to try to get done today. One of the things is I'm going to go ahead and drop these Lidos because, well, I don't know. I still haven't quite decided. The water does get up. Well, I mean, it did flood, so I'm still debating, should we drop them or should we raise them? We could raise them. That would be a fairly simple thing to do. You know what? I think we're going to raise them. That way I don't have to worry about the effects of it later on. So, you know what? Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that because I already know what's going to happen there. Come back in here. Let's see. Let me grab my little tool. Get rid of that. Oops, I guess I missed one. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to bring that back, and then we're going to end up just raising that up one higher so that everything's good. I think that'll be the easiest way to situate these Lidos over here. Let's see, so we've got that. Let's go over here, take a look at what we got going. So we've got sunflower seeds, we've got carrots, we've got a little bit of wheat. How is our overall food looking? We've got 130 carrots, 98 grilled potatoes, 16 sunflower seeds. So it does look like we have a decent amount of food. Now, I know we're shipping food over, so I don't know if they actually have enough to sustain, like, long-term over here or not. So, yeah, that is a thing. I could add in, we could start boxing in this next area. Let that run, let that go. We do have a lot of wood, so that wouldn't be that big of a deal. So I kind of think that we might end up doing just that. Now, let me see. I'm going to have to get rid of you. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to... Yeah, I would figure there'd be a hole there. We're just going to reuse that platform a little bit. This way we have access to the ground outside so that we can get over here and do things. So we'll do that. Let me go ahead and speed it up a little bit. And we were still going to work on testing stuff over here. So what I needed to do is what building do we want that is going to use electricity that we need to put over here? Not the mines, not a smelter. I don't know. I know we could do the golem stuff, but I'm pretty sure we don't have room because we got to do that on land. Let's see. Really, it's just woodworking stuff, isn't it? Printing press, paper mill, gear workshop. Various different things. How are we doing on, you know what, we still got a ton of planks, don't we? Hold on, where is my planks? We've got 3,000 something planks. We have been building a lot, though, so, I mean, at one point we did have close to 7,000, but we have been building a lot, so I wonder if doing something with planks would be a good fit for us. I am curious. I guess we won't find out until we start messing with it. So let's go ahead and start adding in some buildings, I guess. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe a gear workshop. And yeah, that's what I was thinking, is it'd be vertical like that. Okay, so we could put in a gear workshop like this. And that does line up. Okay, good. So that lines up like I was hoping it would. So what I'll do is we'll come back in over here on the side, and we'll bring a power shaft out. We'll go up and over the walkway, and then we'll tie straight into the battery over here. That way we have access to power, and we can continue testing with the batteries to see how much they give and whatnot. So we'll let them build that. Let's see. Power. We're going to need... Should I do it at the back? Or should I do it in the middle? You know what? I'm going to put it in the middle just in case we end up putting something else like over here. Oh, no. I'm going to have to... Hold on. That's not going to work. That is not going to work. Make it at the end. Actually, you know what? Do it like so. We'll bring you up. You know what? I guess we don't need that one right there. We could probably just fit in a regular shaft right there. Bring it up right here. Bring it down right there. Put in a normal shaft and a normal shaft. Okay. So that's what we can do. We can bring that around, have it go over. Excellent. That will tie it in. That will be like, I think, an extra 120. So that'll put 180 electricity on the system. Speaking of electricity, I was reading the comments a bit ago. Power input, 120 horsepower or HP. Yeah, it does say, or hour. Yeah, I'm. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to the beginning. So I was reading comments, and I believe it was Josh had asked about the batteries and was asking if the beavers use terms like watts. And that's a very, very good question, because I have no idea. I mean, it does say right here HP, so I'm assuming that's horsepower, but I'm trying to get my brain to wrap around horsepower into electrical power, or is that hours of power, or like some like what I don't know their measurements, because we're going from a mechanical power into an electrical power. I don't know all the terms and all that stuff, so I don't know what is what. But if anyone does have a grip on the proper terms that we should be using, please let me know down in the comments. Is HP, is that still horsepower? Because we don't have horses, so how would they know what, that term is? So yeah, that's a thing, I mean, I could see it if it was called like beaver power, that would make sense to me, because we know how much, right here on the power wheel, we know how much a beaver power can generate. So I don't know. That's a very good question there, Josh, is about the electrical stuff and how it actually works. So we've got this, but we don't have an available beaver for it. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is I'm going to need to transfer over some beavers. We've got 3 vacancies, so who has some extra beavers for me? You are out of beavers? You are out of beavers? Are we having a beaver? Ooh, hold on here. Wow, what just happened? Why do we have so many buildings without workers? Died of old age, died of old age, died of old age, died of old age, died of... Wow. Okay, so that's what I was fearing would happen one day. And see, this is the reason right here, guys, is why I always try to keep like 40, 50 beavers extra, because we're actually down. We're down beavers. We're down to 399, and it was all because they died of old age. Other than, of course, these four because they're special, and yeah, that figures. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. Um, you know what? Let's try to save these four real fast. Let's see if we can't just put in a staircase right here. 10 to 1, they're going to do something scandalous and they're going to trap each other in this hole. But we're going to see if we can't do that. Raise the priority. Maybe they'll get saved. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Anyway, back to what I was saying. But yeah, that was one of my big fears. That's why every time someone says, hey, you've got a lot of beavers, put them to work, do stuff. That's the reason. We've got such a longevity in our beavers that when they die, they die. They most certainly die. Yeah, y'all get out of there. Y'all get out of that hole. Get out of there and don't come back into it. So it looks like we're gonna have to raise more beavers, which probably means we're gonna have to get some more beaver pods going. And we actually have a small amount of berries right here. I think we're gonna have to put in a couple of beaver pods over here to help supplement everything. Where to put them? I could put them there. Let's see, do we have... Well, you know what? It's not a big district, so we don't have to go crazy on it. So I could probably put in 2 beaver pods right there. That would help maintain a small population over here. And that should help get everything sorted, situated, all that kind of good stuff. Because we've got berries. So we've got berries. Our beaver pods just got to work. It's going to take a minute. Hopefully we don't get into like some weird negative like downward spiral. What I can do is the 10 beavers that are here, I can migrate them out of District 7 and we can return them to where? Which... Let's return them to the main. Yeah, go ahead and do that, and we're just going to let... Wait, yeah, okay, yeah. That I think that's right. Because we took them from District 7, correct? Yes, District 7 is now empty of beavers. Okay, so we did that. We sent those 10 back over here. They should have a nice, good life. That should help take up some of the vacancies. And we'll just wait for beavers to start popping out of pods, I guess. Which shouldn't be too long. We've got... Let me see here. We've got like 9 baby beavers over here. Yeah, it's just going to be a minute to let them grow up. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to leave a good-sized population just on standby, just for those reasons. So, like, literally, I look up and all of a sudden we have no beavers. And now we're slowly raising our beaver count again. So, we're down to 400 adults, 26 children. So, yeah, we're going to need all 26 of those children to grow up as fast as possible. So, like I said, hopefully until then, everything runs, everything's good, all that type of stuff. We really can't do much expansion until then either. That's kind of rough. We'll do what we can with what we got. Let me see. Let me double check on my beavers here real fast. What is it that... Hold on. Is it the well-being that shows it? You know, it used to show... It used to show on the food, like, carrots would do this, bread would do that, something else would, give you benefits. But now it's showing it over here on the beaver itself. So we've got 10% work, 5% speed, 20% health. And that's just on a regular beaver. Let me go check on one of the beavers that have like good stuff. 80% on working speed, 30%, 40% on health. Yeah, and it doesn't really give a breakdown on what's going on here. Other than, I guess, all of this adds up. The higher the well-being, the better the stats, I guess. I don't know, maybe. Next tier, is it? Yes, okay, I see what it's doing. So each time we hit a different tier, it ups it. So we're not going to get more movement speed until we hit well-being of 32. When that beaver hits well-being of 32, it gets 40% movement speed. When it hits 30, we'll get 100% on our working speed. So that's interesting. That's a very, very interesting idea. I like how that works. I do. I was not thinking that it was going to work like that. That's very interesting, actually. So, anyway, so we've got that kind of covered, kind of situated. We're probably going to have to wait to test this out, but that's okay. I can give it a few minutes of run time. That's not a big deal. Because all we're trying to do, well, you know what? We can do it, right? Well, let's wait till morning. We'll wait till morning. We'll take the beaver off of the power wheel. We'll put them in there, and we'll see what the batteries do. We'll see, one building with the batteries on versus two buildings with the batteries on. We'll see if there's a difference in the power drain. Because that's what we were trying to accomplish today before all my beavers decided to grow ancient. So yeah, that's most definitely a thing. Now, while I'm at it, one of the other comments that I had read today was, was it from Alad? I think it was from Alad, saying that all we have to do is come over here to like where we have all of our power deals and just pull out the power shafts, plant batteries in there instead, because the batteries can run, this whole length. Anywhere we got power shafts, we could pretty much use a battery. Now, granted, over a building's not going to do much for us, so it'd be better to have them like right here to where it could drop off the wall and, go all the way to the bottom. So having these high walls is actually a really good benefit for us as far as the batteries go, because we've already obtained the height and we've got them circling, and with our power grid circling, that actually makes like so much sense to replace a couple of those with batteries. So, and I do love the look of it, and I'm glad that we did it this way. If we would have used nothing but like the buildings, like we did use the buildings here to transfer a little bit of power, and then we transferred back over to this set, and then we continued on. If we would have done that all the way around, we wouldn't really have a whole lot of access to battery stuff. I mean, I guess we could put batteries on top of the buildings. Does it transfer through the bottom? I think it you know what? We need to test that. Does battery power transfer through the buildings, through the bottom of them? That's the next thing. Okay, so that's what we're going to test over here. Let's see, that just ran up and stopped. Okay, so let me do this. Let me back that off. Get rid of this. We'll do a little thing like right here. They'll come back over. We'll grab this and we'll come back over here. And what we're going to test now is, can the buildings hold their own power? Actually, you know what? I'm going to save that spot just in case we can get we can get another thing in there. Where do I want to do it at? Should I even mess with it? You know what? I'm going to do it right. Give me that. Give me... Well, no, because that's going to take away from the bottom test I wanted to try. I'm debating on whether or not I want to do another building. Because I always... You know what? We're going to... Okay, yeah. We're going for it. We're doing things. We're gonna figure this out one way or another. So, because I'm not going to be able to build over the top of this. So this should work right here. Give me a staircase going up right here. And I'm just doing this just to see if the power transfers through the bottom. So I am going to put a gap in it, and we're going to put a battery right here. So it is touching the building. Let's make sure that it does do that. Because, I mean, if that's the case, then we could line up a bunch of the buildings with batteries on top of them, gaining even more height. So let's try that. Let's try to see if we can't incorporate that. That might be the better idea, I think. So I might retract part of my statement. Not all of it. Part of it. I do like the looks of the shafts. But the buildings being stacked up that high might be a better benefit to us with the batteries if they do work that way. So we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. Now let's get over here for a second. Let's pause this. I'm going to pause this guy. Where is he going? Where did he go to work? Did he go? He went somewhere. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. Pause the hauling. That gave us a beaver over here. This is the best trick ever. When you have a vacancy of beavers and you're not sure where they're all going, turn off your hauling building, let them go to the other jobs, and then turn your hauling building back on. It's easiest, fastest way to get beavers spread back out to other jobs. Okay, so on our power grid, we are currently running what? 180 demand. Okay, so if we turn on both of the batteries are running. Zero demand, or zero supply, 180 horse. How efficient are the buildings running? 100%. 100%. Okay, so that's running fairly fast. Now, if I were to turn this... Oops, hold on. If we turn this back on, so it's only going to... I think it's only going to slow down the... Come on, get the beaver in there. Okay. So it doesn't show what the batteries are contributing through this shaft. Okay, I'm at a loss on the power deal here, guys. If anyone can explain to me how we're supposed to figure out how much energy the batteries are giving to a system if it's not showing it. I mean, obviously, those two batteries were running 100% of both of these buildings. So now that I've done that and I've turned this back on, are they still running? Yeah, they're still at 100%. Even though we've only got one power source. I don't know. I don't even know how to begin to figure out and calculate that on the big grid. Um, hmm. It's interesting. It is really interesting because yeah, now I have no idea really what to do, what to say, what to go with. That I don't know. I really do not know. Um, yeah. Okay. Uh, I guess it is what it is. Yeah. I don't know. I do not know. That one's going to be a little bit beyond me. So, a little bit beyond me. I thought we had a grip on it until I saw that. So, yeah, without some sort of readout, I really don't even know how to begin it. So, I guess put batteries on until you until the droughts go by and you still have extra battery power. I really don't know what to tell y'all on that one. So, that might be a question that the devs are going to have to answer or figure out or something, because yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, it's obviously they're not dedicating like 100% to the system, but drought's going to be over in 2.4 days. Now that we do have. Okay, so my thought is that when you have a system, the only thing you could do would be to when it's in a dry season, click on a building and see. Like right now, we're running at 78%. So if you have all of your batteries on, see if it maxes out at 100%. See if there's any leftover battery at the end of the dry season. I really don't know. That's the best I'm going to come up with right now, guys. So that is a little bit of a conundrum there. We'll just have to wait and see what actually happens. So one of those things. This is the stuff that we always got to figure out while we're playing. So. But like I said, if anyone has any ideas and any hints and any tips and tricks on that, y'all be sure to let me know. Because, yeah, I'm drawing just a little bit of a blank there. But at least we know that the batteries can fulfill 100% of, 180 two batteries. We know that for sure. So that's the thing. Trying to recover from our little beaver die-off and all that stuff. We'll see what happens, guys. So that's all I'm going to say is we'll just keep building. We'll keep growing. We'll see what happens. I'm going to fortify the babies a little bit more, I think, possibly, since we had like a major die-off from old age. I'm going to reinforce that some in the coming days, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. I do hope everyone has enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It is an awesome way for you to show your support to me, to the channel, to the video, and to the game itself. And as always, feel free to share the video on any social media you're using. And guys, I'd like to take a moment and thank each and every one of y'all for all of your wonderful, awesome support, all the comments, all the likes, all the subscribers, and all the videos shared. It is awesome. I do appreciate it. And with that being said, until next time, survivors, keep on surviving.